Aggie did it again. On May 19, she testified in an Ohio Senate hearing at the State House in Columbus against Senate Bill 113. Before she narrates the actual testimony she gave, I need to talk a little bit about the proposed legislation being considered. It says a lot about the Republican Party in general and Ohio politics in particular. Senate Bill 113 would enact new revised code section 3313.475, quote, to prohibit diversity, equity, and inclusion in public schools, close quote. This new law would compel each Board of Education in the state to adopt a policy to prohibit all the following items: training regarding diversity, equity, and inclusion, continuing existing DEI offices or departments, establishing new DEI offices or departments, using DEI in job descriptions, contracting with consultants or third parties whose role is or would be to promote admissions, hiring, or promotion on the basis of race, ethnicity, religion, sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, or gender expression. Lastly, changing the name of a DEI training or office or department without actually eliminating DEI. Under SB 113, any student, parent, or school district employee may file a complaint about a violation of the policy, and the school district would have to investigate the complaint. Here's the thing. Nowhere does this proposed law define what DEI is. It does not even offer a hint as to what is wrong with diversity, equity, and inclusion. I asked my trusty computer AI what it means. Mr. Copilot told me that, quote, diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, refers to a connected set of values, policies, and practices aimed at ensuring that people of all backgrounds are represented, treated fairly, and fully included in an organization or community, unquote. That is what I thought it meant, and it sounds pretty good. Right-wingers use DEI like they use the word woke to refer to anything they don't like. That may be okay in everyday conversation, but it shouldn't work in state legislatures. There is absolutely no way to figure out what the legislature means with this bill. What specific behaviors are prohibited here? Apparently, anything the right-wingers don't like. So, here's what Aggie told the state senators.
Thank you for this opportunity to testify in opposition to Senate Bill 113. Chairman Brennan, Ranking Member Ingram, committee members, my name is Agnes I. Martin. I am a mother, a grandmother, a former teacher, and an old woman. These are my best credentials. There may be others, including my education and my good standards when choosing a life partner. From my perspective, diversity, equity, and inclusion are strange qualities to consider banning. We are already a diverse country. So how does that make equity and inclusion bad goals? Equity and inclusion are not fully achieved, but we need to go toward those goals, not away from them. Ohio Senate Bill 113, as I understand it, would ban public schools from promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion. Why? What does that even mean? Our state has managed, since its inception in 1803, to get along without this legislation. Why do we need it now? Ohio Senate Bill 113 is designed to feed the racist and authoritarian appetite of the National Republican Party. What would Senate Bill 113 do for Ohioans? Since the early days, we got along fine without this ban in Ohio. Teachers and schools have been able to educate their students without much interference from Ohio's legislators. Why are legislators now suggesting that only some people deserve equity and inclusion? People in this country have been discriminated against. By now, I hope we have matured enough to know that our behavior then was wrong. Since Ohio Senate Bill 113 does not define what diversity, equity, and inclusion are, how will schools and teachers be able to determine what they can legally do, say, or teach? The bill is designed to discourage free speech. Perhaps the legislators supporting this bill believe that they should decide what teachers can say in the classroom. In the past, local voters and school boards took action if a teacher spoke or behaved inappropriately. The National Republican Party draws lines to establish which people are insiders and which people are outsiders. They choose winners and losers depending on who can come up with the most money. By destroying the Voting Rights Act, by gerrymandering, and by lying about their Democratic Party opponents, they hope to maintain their one-party rule. Quashing the right to free speech in education is another encroachment to keep our children, who are future voters, from hearing and considering various points of view. At least we hope they will be allowed to vote when they grow up. Please vote against Senate Bill 113, which to me is obviously unconstitutional.
We really should vote these rascals out of office. Election day this year is November 3, 2026.